Welcome to Add a Little Dazzle. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create this beautiful metal embossed tin that is perfect for the holidays to fill it with candy, jewelry, an ornament, or anything else that you can think of. This image was created using the Snow Flurry baked die along with Add a Little Dazzle metal sheets and Add a Little Dazzle bottle caps with mirrors. And so today I'm going to teach you how to create this easy yet dazzling piece that you can add to any tin and personalize it this holiday season. So let's get started. And Add a Little Dazzle metal tape sheet, and I'm going to cut it into a 5.5-inch square. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to place it on top of my Snow Flurry baked die, and I'm going to place it metal tape sheet side down. And so what you will see is the white side facing up. You will place it in between two cutting pads, and then you will run this through your bake shot. We don't want to place the metal side facing up because due to all these cutting lines that are on the cutting plate, it will emboss onto your metal tape sheet, so putting it metal side down prevents that from happening. Once you have done this, end up with 3 snowflakes such as these. You will only use these 2 and you can save this for another project. Then you will take your small tin, and this is where you will be applying this snowflake right here. You need to have a paper piercing tool, and you need to have a pair of scissors. So I'm going to move this over for right now, and then I'm going to flip it over, and this white side is actually the paper that you're going to peel back. And so you're going to just place your paper piercing tool in there to lift up and separate the layers. And then what you are going to do is you're going to carefully hold it in place, and if you need to, snip a little bit of the white section at a time so that you don't mess up the petals of the snowflake, because they are very delicate, and with the metal tape sheet you don't want it to bend. So here's the first one that I've done, and I'm just going to cut it right there. And then I'm going to continue doing this for the other petals until they all meet right here in the center, and the only thing that is left is this circle piece right here. As you can see, I've cut away all the white film from the petals, and all I have left now is the white film in the center. And so now I'm going to go in with my paper piercing tool and separate it in there. That makes it much easier as I remove the film off the back because of the delicate piece right here with the snowflake. So now I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to carefully center my snowflake onto the lid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that center point as best I can. You might need to stand over it. Don't press down on anything but that center right now, and make sure that everything is exactly where you want it. If you need to position the snowflake petals differently, do so now, and then once you have done that, just gently go over it with your finger to put it in place to get it exactly where you want it. There we go. And then once you've done that, then start off by going over it with a brayer, and that'll help flatten it out. And then you're going to want to use a paper stump, and the paper stump allows you to really work in those areas and flatten it all out so that it is nicely attached to the tin without any bumps or anything. You can see I've finished attaching it, and I've gone over it with my paper stump, and now I'm ready to attach this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper piercing tool and I'm going to separate the layers right here. And this one's going to be much easier to separate. Just pull back, and because it's smaller, it's easier to manipulate even with the petals of the snowflake. Then you're going to take that center part and you're going to find where you want it, and you're going to make sure that these little petals overlap. So press it in the same way I did, then carefully make sure it's where you want it to be. press down, just pat it for right now. Go over it with your brayer, and then take your paper stump and go over it again. And so now that we've done this, we are going to attach our Add a Little Dazzle bottle cap and mirror to the center of my snowflake. And so I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue right there in the center. And I'm going to take the bottle cap, the flattened bottle cap, and just press down and attach it right there. Then I'm going to place a little dab of hot glue again in the center of the Add a Little Dazzle flattened bottle cap. And I am going to attach my mirror right there, as you can see. And so this piece is beautiful. So what we are going to do is we're going to add some basic rhinestone jewels, and we are going to attach them right here in these areas. And we are going to do that using our crystal effects. And I'm going to use, you can use a toothpick or a little cuticle, wooden cuticle stick, something that will allow you to pull out to put little dots of glue right there. I've now placed some crystal effects right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end of my cuticle tip, and I'm going to dip it into the crystal effects. And I'm going to place a little dab right here, exactly where I would want my rhinestone jewel. And then I'm going to take my paper piercing tool, and I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to carefully place it there. Just position it exactly where you want it. And we're going to place it right here, 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 and here. I've now finished attaching all my little basic rhinestone jewels. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other end of my stick, and I'm going to go around it to clear off any crystal effects that went over on the sides. And as you can see, this piece is done. I love this pink one, and I think this is so pretty for a baby's first Christmas. You can put their first socks, little hat, their little ornament, whatever you want. I think it's a beautiful little tin in which to put the perfect memento to remember the baby's first Christmas. As you can see, this is very easy to make, and it adds a beautiful dazzling effect to a simple tin that you can find at your local stores. All you need is the Snow Flurry bake die, Add a Little Dazzle metal tape sheets, Add a Little Dazzle flattened bottle caps with mirrors, and you can purchase all of these at www.addalittledazzle.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at monica@addalittledazzle.com. Thanks, and have a dazzling day.